Welcome back, everyone, and this is part 3 of our nutraceutical training, and let's talk about your client first, okay? And what I want everybody to get is, guess what? You're not alone. Do you know how easy this can be, this stuff? I don't know what to do. No, you're going to start doing the non-surgical and perfect day consults, and you're going to start booking them this week, so when you get home. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get everybody in your family to fill out a perfect day consultation. And what you're going to do is you're going to go, I want to do a consultation on you because you need it. No, they won't want it. I need to do a consultation on you because I need to get my hours in. It would be really great if you could help support me. You're not going to teach them anything. Nobody wants to be told what they need to learn. Okay? Which is not really the greatest way to be, but that's how we get because we've learned so much BS, right? We have had to go to school and learn nothing for years. Actually, just get programmed. So now we don't want to learn it all. Just say, look, I need you to fill out this form and help me because I need to get my practice in. I've got to do so many of these. And so what you'll do is you're going to get, every time that you get the form filled out, when you start doing consultations, you're going to call me. And you're going to have a recorder with you, not a pen and paper. We're going to go through the perfect day consultation, and I'm going to lay out everything I would do. And I don't care if you call me with 100. And it's the truth. Everybody calls me, don't they? Mm-hmm. Everybody calls me. Just have a recorder so I can go through it. Then you're going to take notes and you're going to wham that thing right out of the park. I'm telling you, you will. That's it. You've got this. If you've got somebody that you need to work on, please don't get this wrong. But I am this quick. I've seen it all, done it all. Remember, I put Wolf Non-Surgical together when I was 27 years old. I did my first course. I did my first whole life coach course when I was 28. Even if I'm as dumb as a stump, that's been 40 years. I got to learn something. Right? So understand, I got your back and I got your front and we got you. You know how much support you have. I have a whole team that can support you. You can call anything and everything and get it done. And you're not paying for this. Don't tell me why you failed, because I know why you failed. Because you were taught that you weren't enough, and that's a lie. And you've got to get over it. Get over it now. Okay. Did everybody see this? Did everybody see this?
Yes.
Was this passed around?
Yes.
Okay. All right, take a good look at that, and then we'll talk about it in a second. Yeah.
Do we charge when we go back to do those consultations with our family and friends?
Oh, they didn't want one in the first place.
Right. Okay.
Everybody's eating right. Everybody feels great. And everybody has a really great poop, at least 2 or 3 a day. And nobody has any symptoms because everybody has negative symptoms now. And most people are actually are passing away. And that's the God's truth. Why don't you take a look at a beach this summer and take a look at a beach back in 1970. For one thing, they had a bag of chips this big. For one thing, they had a bag of chips that big. And for one thing, okay, the beach was laden hardly with anyone that was a lean, keen, healthy machine. %90 of the population is sick right now. Has an autoimmune disease, not just 1, but 2 or 3. Today you're sick if you're not in the hospital. If I'm not in the hospital, I'm on 5 medications and I've got 3 autoimmune diseases, I'm doing great because I'm breathing. Another day above the ground. Yeah, we're taught to say these beautiful things. I mean, who says that? A zombie. and they don't even know they are. Okay? You want to open that up again?
Yes.
So I'm not trying to pick on people, but look at what we've become. Look at what they programmed us into. Seriously. Yeah, okay? All right? Okay, so here we go one more time. There you go. Take a look. So, want to tell the story?
Sure.
Okay. I'll move it. It's okay.
Okay.
Here, camera crew, please. Move back a little bit, camera crew.
Hi, everyone. So you saw the picture. This is my client in North Carolina. He's in his late 60s. He's just recently, in the last year or two, lost about 60 or 70 pounds. The first time he came to see me for his lower back pain, his wife did her appointment first because he was in the car and could barely get out of there. They traveled about 2 hours from Raleigh area to come see me for his lower back. So we worked on his lower back. Once he got into the building, I worked on his lower back. And then when he left, he's like, I can't believe this. I feel fantastic. He went home. This is like the best thing ever. It's been years and years and years and years. I haven't been able to walk or move and all of that. We scheduled his next appointment, of course. And I believe he came back within either 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So this has been on his back. I saw it the second time. We worked on him 3 weeks later, but he's concerned, but he knows that I'm here at this training. So he said, can you ask your colleagues what this is? So I said, sure. So I thought I'd bring it to Dr. Wolf because I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I want to hear something.
Well, it's very technical, and you need years of training for this. It's luckily that I have a doctorate because I'm trying to explain it, but most of you probably won't get it because I am Dr. Wolf and it's all my training, you know. What? Okay, listen. So here's the problem. Take a look at it again. Open it up, and then I want you to look at this. Okay, because there's your answer. What is that? What color is that? It's brown. He's full of poo. Okay, thank you. So anyways, his transfers, if you take a look, it's dark here, and in the center, he's been pooping in his pelvis since he was a little boy. Yeah. He's actually rotted out. He's rotten to the core, okay? And his core is basically on the floor. He's rotten. He's rotten. The only thing you can do with him, if he really wants to live, okay, he would have to do the colon cleansing like we talked, the daily cleansing tea, the black gold, curcumin, cayenne. He should be taking 1 or 2 every other hour. And I'm giving him not a lot to do because he's a man, okay? And then, well, it's true because they can't handle much. And, they can't most of the time. They can't. They're not caregivers. They don't know how to care. They don't know how to care for themselves. And this is just ridiculous. A real man just destroys himself. He doesn't do anything else, right? That's how we're trained, right? I'm not trying to pick on us. That's just the way it is, okay? A real man. Okay, so he needs to do that, but he also needs to do an ultimate coffee enema twice a day. Twice a day. He's got to purge that liver really quickly here and get that stuff out, or else it's just going to swirl around. He's going to be sick. He also should have been having his wife clap his back over that area for 1 hour. Okay, so the brown would go light purple, dark purple, black, and because that brown is all poo-poo. Okay, so it will go black because nobody bruises if you're healthy. Unhealthy people bruise. You know that. I mean, people in a nursing home, when they get older and they're fed that garbage food, they don't bang into things and go, I got this big bruise right here. Well, you know what? Okay, so when fruit starts to rot, right, then it bruises, right? When people start to rot, they start to bruise. Okay, I've always bruised. That's right, you're rotten. Yeah, but my diet's not that bad. Stinking thinking. I'm telling you right now, people don't get this. They're so far removed from what real health is. Okay, so he needs to do the clapping, and he needs to do what I just said, but he needs to be on a perfect day keto diet. Perfect day keto diet. That's the diet that the whole world could be on and be so healthy. And that's eating 80% whole plant-based, and the rest is doing things like lentils or beans or avocado or I'm not a big nut and seed guy. A lot of it's rancid. I don't do that stuff. Okay, so I'm not like everybody else. You ever notice everybody is trendy, right? Now it's all about nuts and seeds. Most people cramp because they eat too much nuts. Okay, they don't chew the seeds properly. You know, you're better off if you're better off to eat sprouts. Okay, so sprout everything. You know, you can get way more nutrition when you sprout a seed or a legume or a bean. You bring it to life. Okay, you could live off of just sprouts because that's all your amino acids. It's high vibrational. But the reality is if he did 2 salads a day, here we go. What's this person saying? I banged my leg on a Lyra, got a bump. No bruise or pain. Good. And you clapped it out. So any knot you have in your body, you use a clapper. Do we have a clapper here? So you want to use the clapper. You can clap any bumps, lumps out of the body, any pains, because it's all physical blockages. So he needs to be clapped by his wife. So this is where she can get him back by hitting his back. And he won't even know it. And she can make all those faces of glee. Okay? But, you know, he should be clapped for at least an hour on that area. And he could have it every day. And then even if it was bruised the next day, she would just go in lightly, okay, just to move the circulation. Then once the bruising goes down, she goes back in and claps the crap out of him, okay? And he needs to do belly button therapy, right? Okay, so these are the things. 2 salads a day, 1 with avocado, 1 with some beans in it maybe. 2 blender drinks a day of fresh berries. If he's a real protein guy, he could put a raw egg in. He could, you know, do the Rocky thing. And then I would maybe put in Amino Boost Dutch chocolate because that's his treat. Because you know that a guy like this, alcohol, sugar, he eats anything. He eats anything.
He used to. He changed his diet just recently.
Yeah, I know, but guess what? It doesn't matter. He's hanging on the cliff. Mm-hmm. You know, he's hanging on a cliff. He either gets into a whole plant-based keto diet, and then he does that for 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and then he embraces the 6-day advanced water fast, and then he does a 6-day advanced water fast every 6 weeks, and he does 6 of them, and guess what? He will be totally healthier than anyone he knows in his life. That's it. It's over. Or you can just, you know, well, I cut back on, I'm in the process. I love all these people. I'm in the process. Yes, well, you'd have to live until you were 1,000. But basically, you're rotting out. Okay? Please stand a little further away from me because your breath is going to peel the skin off my face. So understand this, that I do not stink. My pits don't stink. No part of my body stinks. I don't have any smell coming from my mouth. Anybody that has smell coming from their mouth have their own manure pile. They have their own parasites, worms, fungus, heavy metals, everything. Okay? People that stink are rotting out. Say it out loud.
People that stink are rotting out.
Yeah. Okay? They're rotting out. And that's it. And guess what? Today you can rot out. You got perfume, you got underarm deodorant, and guess what? To have bad breath, almost everybody has it. Okay? Almost everybody has it. That's because almost everybody's rotting out. Because we've all been programmed to have stinking thinking and eat rotten food. That isn't food. There you go. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, yeah. But I will tell you the brown color gave me a clue. Or a poo. Okay. All right. So anyways, yesterday we finished with the DMSO. And I just want to reiterate, the DMSO gel, it's stronger than the DMSO rose cream. And it's all natural, okay? And it's a powerful solvent. And whatever you were to rub on in that area will be taken down. So make sure it's pure, okay? And you can enhance. Always do a patch test. You know, I could do a little bit of DMSO here. And then I could put 1 drop of essential oil. Maybe Pain Away or Muscle Restore or something, and see if it feels like it's burning, it's too much for you. Some other people will go, yeah, I love it. I love mixing them, okay? Especially on your joints. you would take like DMSO gel. Just, you don't need a lot, just a little bit. Put it on. Then you would take like your pain away if you're in pain. And if you're not in pain and you're trying to heal a tissue, use Muscle Restore. If you're in really bad pain, always use peppermint. Peppermint will override the pain. Okay? All right? If it's a breast problem, use orange on your breast, or frankincense or frankincense that is 50 times stronger than frankincense. Okay? All right? Let me see what else. Yeah, you want to use the DMSO if you've got a problem no less than 3 times up to 6 times a day. The essential oils need to be applied as much as you can do it. There's no toxicity to pure essential oils. You need to get that. Okay? All right? It is the FDA's greatest threat that people actually understand that. Because essential oils don't get rid of pain because they're hiding it. It gets rid of pain because it brings up the vibration and the healing within the body. Okay, do you got that? All right. The DMSO cream is more gentle. It's more for the softer areas. Any scar tissue like arthritis or cesareans or any type of surgeries or neuropathy or things going on the spine, I wouldn't use the cream. I'd use the gel. It's stronger on the breast, or even if you did a little bit on your face, you might want to just try the cream. It's gentler. Don't get it in your eyes. It'll burn. Okay? All right. Well, essential oils will burn too, right? So let me see. I think that's about it. I think that's it. Anybody have any questions? Yeah.
If you're using the essential oils directly on the skin, you don't have to use any type of carrier. I mean, like coconut oil.
Who made this up?
I know.
You know, seriously, are we done yet? Are we done? Carrier, what do you think it's going to do? Eat a hole? And you know, you don't need a carrier, okay? Unless you're like super sensitive. Everything hurts me. You're over the top about everything. Anybody know anybody like that? Of course you do. We all do. Understand something. I don't have any oils that will do that, okay? And understand something. Everything is about stopping you from bringing up your vibration. All right? Most people, when they get essential oils, they'll put them on once a day and go out, but it didn't help. These aren't drugs. Yes, if you take this one pill, you will be out of pain for the next 6 months. It could kill you, but guess what? And you're not out of pain. The inflammation's still going on. I mean, every drug you ever took, the inflammation's still there, the pain's still there. You cut off the signal to the brain. Oh, that's really cool, right? Wow, it's this new thing. I put this chip in my ear, and my wife can talk all the time, and I can't hear her. And I just smile. So, you have to understand something. With essential oils or with nutrition, what people don't get is the deeper hole you're in, the more you have to front end load. If you want to take something that says on the bottle and you're in trouble, forget it. You might turn the burner down a little bit, but you're going nowhere. Understand something. All of the directions that you read on every one of my products, it's the lowest dosage that you could ever give someone. Okay? Because we all have to play the game, right? Yes, I'm a good boy. I promise. I won't say what people need. Okay? What people actually need and what actually they get. You know, you're better off to spend the money that you're going to spend over the next year and spend it in the next few weeks and just get yourself back there. Okay, you're in a 20-foot hole, and what most practitioners do is say, look, here's a 5-foot ladder, climb it 4 times, you're out. And that's how people practice. I don't practice like that. I practice, okay, here's your situation, vibration's low, okay, lots of contamination, lots of deterioration in this body. We got to bring down the thunder by bringing up the vibration. We need to move now. Okay, if something had this much force, you have to meet it with this much force or more to make a change, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so just know that. You know, things work, but people really don't know how to do things. And that's why we tell everyone to get a perfect day consult. They'll never have this problem again. They're going to say, what?
Your battery's low.
My battery's low?
Yes.
Okay.
you.
Thank you. So, where was I?
You're
I guess-
saying meet this force with the
Yes,
equal or
you know,
greater.
you've got to match it. You've got to match it. This isn't working for me. I get it. You didn't take massive personal action. I don't care what the situation is. If you take massive personal action for 6 weeks to 3 months, and I don't care if you're on your deathbed, I do care for you. But if you can pull things back, are you willing to do it? Let me tell you something. Talked to a gentleman, 82 years old, laid out the protocol for him. Okay, and he said, well, how much is it going to cost? I said, well, it's going to cost you a few $1,000s. He wasn't buying it from me. He was buying it from another practitioner. I said, it's going to cost you a few $1,000s. I said, look at the shape you're in. You've got to really do this. And he goes, oh, God, I'm 82. You know what? I'm just going to waste my kids' money. Forget it. Okay. You think I'm kidding? Okay. I bet you if I were to take you all into a room, you'd all have different vibrational hesitancies. Some of you are good for $500. Some of you are good for $1,000. Some of you are good for $2,000. Some of you aren't good for anything because I got to go home and talk and see if it's okay if I spend the money. Okay? So understand that. Everybody's going to have different values put on themselves. And if you didn't come into your relationship where you had any value at all, then you have to go home and talk about it. It's true. People don't like when I say things, but, you know, I've been doing this thing forever. You know? Well, let me talk to my wife or let me talk to my husband. Really? You need to talk to them about getting well? Well, we don't know. We might not be able to afford to get well. Okay. All right. But people say that. Now, that person just said, I don't have a lot of love from me. And I'm not holding it against them. But understand something, whether you want to believe this or not, your health, your wealth, it all depends on your belief systems. I think we're starting to prove that here this week, aren't we? Huh? Why are you guys feeling so much better? Because you decided to have a different thought. That's it. The only reason when people go to money-making seminars or conventions, the only reason why they make more money is because they have a different thought. I'm not poverty. I'm abundant. Oh, and here's some strategies that'll help me along the way. Cool. But the biggest thing was just changing your belief. Right? Okay, it looks like it's on a slant or something. It's okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So we talked about this already. We have frankincense and then we have frankincense. Now, frankincense is the highest vibrational essential oil of all. Okay? All right? It's the king. And our frankincense are great frankincense. But there's one company that we deal with in the world that actually will get the richest frankincense and they will concentrate it for us. And that's why it's called frankincense. Okay? Whereas in the vaginal infusion, women will use anywhere from 3 to 6 drops. With the frankincense, 1. And it has a whole different frequency. Okay? There's the frankincense. Okay, next. All right, so hair restore. So people that have hair problems, just know that I have 25% more hair than I had 10 years ago. And it's because I clap every second day, and I'll clap my head. I clap my neck, my face, my head with the clapper. And this is the clapper, right? So, okay, that's the clapper. And But before you do that, you take the natural skin brush that we have. It's made out of cactus, the fiber, and then the brush is made out of bamboo. And what you do is you take the brush and you don't go like this. You hold it here and just go, you vibrate it. And even if you're not losing your hair, if you want to calm yourself down, if you want to help your mind, if you want to help your stress, okay, all right, you want to put it on here and vibrate, and you vibrate it, and so the fibers are just moving very slightly, and that stimulates, gets rid of the dead skin cells and brings the circulation up. And you can do that all over your head. After you do that, then you clap. You clap your head. And understand something, people don't believe this, but you can use Avicin, which we're going to go through in a minute here. Avicin increases microcirculation by 66%. How many people know that no other device does that on the planet? Only comes up to maybe 32, 33. It does double of every other device. And all you got to do is put your hand in, fall asleep. We'll talk about it. But guess what? Even the Avicin, if you didn't do the skin brushing, if you didn't do the hair restore, if you didn't do the clapping, it'll still, within 3 months, you'll see 20% more hair by using an Avicin, because it works on microcirculation. And microcirculation is 67% of your body circulation. It's your venules, arterioles, your lymph vessels, where your arteries and your veins are, they're only, let me see, that would be 3. So they're like, well, actually it's 26% of your of your major circulation is your veins and arteries, okay? All right, and then the other is your microcirculation. And understand, if anybody has any trouble in their veins or arteries, your microcirculation's already shutting down, and that's why you have a disease. See, when those little arterioles and those venules shut down, that's when things rot out, right? You're not bringing in the nutrition, you're not bringing in the oxygen, you're not detoxifying on a cellular level. So, did you get that? Okay, so microcirculation is a big deal. So, skin brush, clapping for at least 20 minutes, and then you put your your hair restore in, okay? And you can do the hair restore as much as you want. Right, let me see here, right here, let me see if I can show you. Right here, I had a scar right here, because when I was climbing in Kathmandu, I cut myself open at 10,000 feet, okay? I was coming along this ledge, and it was broken off, and we were really high, and I jumped, and I had to stay really close to the wall, and it sliced me right to the bone. So then we had to use fish wire to actually close it up, and so what happened is then when I did get to the bottom of the hill, I got the stitches, and when I got home, they took the stitches out, but they left one in. So 2 years later, I finally found the other one, but I had gone to the doctor a few times where they were trying to find the stitch, and this actually became a big bump scar tissue. I knew it was there. And then it's like 2 years later, I wake up and I go, Lori, I got him. So through the cell-sonic and the clapping and the non-surgical, I had a bump this big, just hard scar tissue. And if I got stressed out or tired, I'd get a headache right here. So you have to remove the bump. So I removed the bump. As soon as I did that, you got to take massive action, non-surgical, cell-sonic, clapping, bam, gone. No more headaches. Understand, every time you have a headache, it's a stopping of energy. But, you can have things that create it, right? Stress, right? Dumping adrenaline, okay? Makes you acidic, lack of oxygen, contraction, fight or flight, wherever, it's all programs, right? Everything's a program. Are you willing to rewrite your program? All right, next. Okay, healthy mouth. Oh, I love it. Just know the mouthwash that you buy, the Listerine and all that other stuff, you're destroying the good bacteria and the bad bacteria in your mouth. And you're destroying fungi in your mouth. That's very important. Yes, that's right, fungi. There is good fungi, bad fungi. So understand, and you might want to know this, that a lot of people are sick because they use sick things in their mouth, okay? If you use the wrong toothpaste, the wrong mouthwash, right? How many people know that if you don't get like a natural dental floss, that it's actually the dental floss has been poisoned. All dental floss, regular dental floss, has been poisoned. You're poisoning your gums. Okay? All right. So I will tell you that even when I was trying to do my best a few years ago, my gums would bleed. And I'm doing all this nutritional stuff. So as soon as I started doing this, I mean, there's nothing like it. I take the silver bullet gel, I put that on my toothbrush. I take a little bit of black gold, I sprinkle it on. I used to just put a few drops right on top of that and then brush my teeth. But now I just take the silver bullet gel, I put that on my toothbrush. I put the black gold on there because that really shines up the teeth, and it remineralizes your mouth. Did you know that? That's what black gold does. And the silver bullet gel is the strongest natural antibiotic in the planet, so it doesn't hurt the good bacteria, just the bad. That's what you want. And then after I do that, like this morning, I probably put like 8 drops on my brush, and then I brush my mouth with the healthy mouth, and guess what? It's over. No gum disease, no bleeding gums, no tooth decay. It's all gone now. You won't have it. A healthy mouth is not a mouth that has all the bacteria and fungi killed. Understand, you go in and you kill the good bacteria, you're gonna have tooth decay, you're gonna have gum disease. Did you get that? And the only other reason that you get gum disease and tooth decay is this. How many people know that the plaque in your mouth is because you kill good bacteria, because they eat that? And the other thing is, the reason why you have plaque in your mouth is because guess what? Remember we were just talking about halitosis, bad breath? Well, don't you know that if you smell your breath and it smells like poo, it's because you have a manure pile in your large intestine rotting and hot air rises? You know, and oh wow, that smells like a turd. Well, good. We can tell you're on top of it now. So the reality is that hot air rises. Anybody ever gone to the farm? If you were to go and take a pitchfork and just dig into the manure, you'd see gas come off of it. Well, what do you think's coming out here? That's gas from endobacterium, and that's why it stinks so bad, because you're rotting out. So you clean this and get this cleaned out, moving properly, you're on a roll. Can everybody let me know when it's 12 o'clock?
Yes.
What time is it?
10:30.
Thank you. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good to go. Okay? So do you understand? I'm telling you, there's nothing like this. Like our routine, I have people that say, my teeth are loose, okay, my gums are rotting right out. I can't stop this. No matter what I do, I can't stop decay. Well, it's because they annihilated the good fungi and the good bacteria in here. And it's also getting annihilated because of the manure pile, your own personal manure pile. And with every personal manure pile, you get what? A parasite party. Fungus, right? Okay, worms and bad bacteria. Okay. Immunity essential oil. The immunity is amazing. LOL, it's 8:30. Yeah, it's 8:30 where you are. Okay. It's 8:30 somewhere. Okay. All right. Hi, Mark. So anyways, immunity. Okay, so you want to put immunity on your throat. You want to put a couple drops of immunity in here when you have a sore throat. Put a couple drops here. Mix it with your saliva, swallow it, and then put the immunity here. Goodbye, sore throat. How many people know that you get a sore throat or you get inflamed tonsils because you've got stagnation in your large intestine? Now, you could have a sore throat too if somebody had a chokehold on you and you weren't allowed to speak. Okay? That can happen too. Or if you went to the football game, you were screaming. But those are the only real cases. And the main case of that is we get a sore throat because we have bowel stagnation. I hope you know that. I hope you know that when you got your tonsils cut out, if your mother and father knew better, that those were lymph nodes. And those lymph nodes will swell, and that stops you from eating, right? You don't want to eat when you've got swollen lymph nodes here. Does anybody know? Because you've got a cecum block in your large intestine. And that's reflex to the tonsils. Yeah, if you had an enema or you were doing the daily cleansing tea and the black gold, you never would have had the sore throat, which was the tonsils, which are a lymph node. And they were infected as a reflex. Just like most women don't know that you have breast pain or breast diseases because you had one way before you had it up here. You had it down there, and your ovaries and your uterus is in trouble. That's when the breasts go, ah! Didn't know that either, did you? You're not taught this stuff. And I'm right. You know how many women I deal with? All the way from just swollen breasts, painful breasts, to stage 4, okay? So we know it's real. You've got to, you've got to pull the cork out the bottom because you got to drain. Because breasts are made out of what? Fat. And guess what? When you can't make enough fat quick enough, where does your body send the infection and the inflammation?
To your breast.
To your breasts. And where does most of the infection and inflammation occur? In your pelvis.
Talked about that yesterday in the video for
Yeah.
the big course.
Yeah, nobody tells you this. Nobody will tell you this. Everything's corporate now. All right. Lavender, again, it's the one you want when you want calming, peace, gentle, easy. Lemon lift, well, okay. So 2 drops of lemon lift is like a whole lemon, okay? It's a whole lemon. So you can put 2 drops in your water, shake it, drink it, okay? All right? We utilize these even during a fast. How many people know that the essential oil won't turn on your digestive tract? It'll just help to disinfect and give you something flavor so you don't break your fast. So everything's psychological, right? You can muscle restore. It's exactly what it is. So as soon as we work on people, they use pain away. And then as soon as the pain starts to come down from the work, because we pulled all the tissues apart, they will use muscle restore because that vibration heals the tissues quicker. Where the pain away does what it does. Its job is to bring the vibration up so it'll reduce the pain naturally. Okay? You can put this on as often as you want. The orange is great for breast problems, and it's also great to put in your water. Okay? So it's all about flavor. Oh, there we go. There's the pain away. We just talked about that, and it's exactly what it is. You put pain away on instantaneously. You didn't take a drug, but now you don't have the pain because the vibration was higher than the vibration of the pain that was being created. And when you increase the vibration, you shut the pain down. That's how it works. We are vibrational beings. Okay, peppermint, I already said. Peppermint, here's the deal. So what I'll do is when I get up in the morning, I do this. It's a ritual. I'll put 6 to 8 drops on bottom of each feet, wakes you up. So now it's on my hands, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to go in the back of my head like this, and then there's only a little bit left. And then I'm going to do Lionheart breathing at least 3 times. And wow, I'm ready now. Okay, let's go. And I was just sitting there at the bed because it stays on right on the bed post there. Okay? And also peppermint, I can't get to sleep. I can't get to sleep. Well, I can. I have no problem sleeping. I have no guilt. Okay? But that's the main reason is guilt. Okay? So just know that. And it's all false evidence appearing real. Somebody gave you a program and made you feel guilty. All right? Isn't that nice? I think guilt's great, eh? Just keeps everybody enslaved. And then we do stupid shit. Okay. Now, so my feet are hurting. Can't sleep. Okay? Just put a few. I'll just put them on not because they're hurting, because it calms the body down at night and it stimulates in the morning. That's the nature of it. Okay? Start trying it. You'll love it. And also, I did say that if you have any really severe pain, the peppermint will override it and try to get your mind away from it, right? Super cinnamon. Okay, here's a favorite. okay? And this is taken during the advanced water fasting or all the time. Just know this, and you're gonna go BS on that. It's a dysfunctional belief system. I'm telling you the truth. We have had people that have had adult onset diabetes, right? Okay, all right, which is most of the population. Right now, we're looking at around 86%, 85% of the population is pre-diabetic, okay? And the super cinnamon, it tastes sweet. It'll shut down your sugar cravings. And we've seen people just get that, and that's no money at all. And they go, oh my God, oh man, my sugar levels are back to normal. It also will get rid of hypoglycemia, and it'll stop you from doing the snacking of sugar that is the worst thing in the world. Sugar's the worst. And we eat 100 times more sugar than we did in 1900. All right. Belly button therapy. Okay, well, you know what? It's inexpensive. It releases more dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins by doing belly button therapy than any other process that we know of. It will cause you to be able to have a 20 to 25% more stretch within 5 to 6 minutes of doing belly button therapy. It will totally calm you down and put you into a healing state. So guess what? Do belly button therapy before you get out of bed laying down. Do belly button therapy before you go to sleep and watch how you fall asleep. Okay? Put yourself into a parasympathetic state. Get yourself out of fight and flight. Those people that cannot sleep at night, that are exhausted and cannot sleep, they're still in fright, fight, and flight. And that's it, okay? I should have did that better. I got to do this tomorrow. Oh my God, does she love me anymore? Does he love me? I don't love them. Oh my gosh, just the insanity. Okay, all right, check out belly button therapy. All the do-it-yourself stuff is in the DIY guide in the library. And understand something, guys. Go ahead. Search the world over. I've got the most powerful and the most in-depth self-love, self-care library in the world, and it's free. The whole thing's free. Whole thing's free. If you dived in there and just said, I'm going to watch everything, I'm going to read everything, I'm going to do everything, you'd be the smartest practitioner in your area. No one would be able to, because you'd be totally logical. There's nothing logical about health today, and there's nothing logical about the way people talk about health. Do you ever wait till you leave here and you start really listening to people and the way they talk about health? They're not talking about health. They're talking about sickness. All right. Clapper, we talked about that many times. It's just the most important self-diagnosis tool you'll ever do. Go into the DIY guide. All kinds of clapping videos. Okay? Skin brushing, we talked about skin brushing. When you do skin brushing, sit in front of a window. If you don't believe me, it'll look like a snowfall. All the dust in your house is from everybody's dead skin. That's why, you know what? You're smart if you start doing Epsom salt glow, where you get Epsom salts, wet it down to the consistency of sand, and then mix any type of essential oils in it. You're naked, you sit on a white stool or whatever, those little stools you can buy. In the shower, you scrub your whole body aggressively. Watch how the wrinkles leave. Watch how the circulation comes back. Watch how the joints move better. Watch how your skin looks better. Watch how you feel lighter. Because it's all about circulation. Now you got your lymph moving. You got the blood moving. Okay, you stimulated your nervous system. What did it cost you? Okay, and then if you want, you could take like 10 pounds of Epsom salts, mix it with structured water. It's better if you do. And then take, if you had 10 pounds of Epsom salts, 1 pound of coconut oil, mix that with it, and then go in and do the same thing. You're dry, scrub your whole body with that mixture. You'll find that in my book, Healthy to 100. It explains it really well. And Beautiful Skin, which you can get free, the PDF, if you want. The whole book, you can get it in the library or you can buy it for $15. Now, you're going to scrub your whole body and you come out of there after the shower and you're already moisturized with coconut oil, which is what? Antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial, and you feel fantastic. Wow, I did a cocoa scrub and I'm already moisturized. Coolio. Okay, so now I've got some cellulite. Okay, I've got a scar from my cesarean. I've got a scar from the surgery. I've got cellulite. I've got love handles. I've got this thing that hangs over my belt. Okay, all right. What you're going to do is only do small areas, but you'll get a cup of Epsom salts that you wet down to the consistency of wet sand. And then you'll put 1 teaspoon per cup of cayenne. You'll mix it. You'll scrub that area. You can kiss that goodbye. Okay, the circulation, everything, the stimulation, it really helps with, like I say, scar tissue, neuropathy. But you don't want to do a large piece, okay, because it is very warming. So just do a small piece the first time. And, you know, I've had, and I'll even say it, please don't do your whole body. Hi, Dr. Wolf, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm a hot chili. Well, what did you do? I don't know. I know you told me not to, but I just wanted to get rid of everything, like yourself. Okay. So anyways, the coffee enema was developed by Max Gerson. And then we know the Gerson Clinic. I think it's phenomenal. But the reality is that doing a coffee enema is not smart. It's not smart. Everybody has an autoimmune disease. They have a leaky gut. And it's not leaky gut. It's leaky large intestine. If you're going to clean out your liver, don't be a dummy. Okay? Don't buy my product. Buy someone else's then. Then guess what? Don't give me anything. I don't care. But the reality is we tell people either use Tummy Love or Black Gold. Okay? Or if you want to go even richer, you would go and put Black Diamond in. But you want to use humic fulvic and you want to put that in your coffee enema. Why? Because, okay, here. Guess what I'm going to do? Oh, what are you going to do? Okay, 1 second. I'm going to give Lori the 1 second here. Can you, oh, here. Bear with me, everyone. Text Lori USA.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch
Okay,
that.
can you just call Lori, please, and give her that code right away? Okay. So, anyways, when you go in, okay, so let's just try to figure this one out. How many people have a car here? Bicycle? Bicycle? Okay, no, I'm kidding. So you have a car. Now, how many people will change the filter in that car like maybe twice a year? Minimum. Right? Do an oil change. Right? Okay, how old are you? 40, 50, 60? So you've never ever done an oil change. So now you're going to do an oil change and understand something. You actually fed your car way better than you fed yourself. Yes or no? That's right. You love your car more than you love you. That's not your fault, but you've been programmed that way. So guess what? So now you're going to do an ultimate coffee. You're going to do a coffee enema. Okay, and what happens when you do a coffee enema? Okay, it gets absorbed into the portal vein, goes into your liver. The coffee actually triggers your liver and your gallbladder to cleanse. So now you're going to cleanse your liver of some of the worst heavy metals, chemicals, and poisons, GMOs. Okay, you are. It's going to come out and it's going to go into that large intestine where you've been pooping in your pelvis because you've got leaky gut. It's not healed yet. How do you heal the gut? Well, by cleaning the liver is one thing, because that cleans the blood. That, you know, your liver does over 300 jobs, guys. Okay, so, and here's the deal. Do you want to know something? Guess what? I have chronic fatigue. No, you've got your liver so sludged up with guck. Now I've got fibromyalgia. No, you've got your liver so sludged up with guck. I have no sexual drive. No. Your liver, trust me, that's where the energy goes. How many people by the time they're 30 and 40, they start to lose their eyesight? It's your liver. And now, I mean, blue light can do it too, because now if you do a lot of blue light or you work in front of a computer, how many people know that if you work in front of a computer for more than 3 minutes, you're causing brain damage? How many people know that if you look at a phone for more than 3 minutes, you're causing brain damage? You know, I'm on this phone here, and I'll be on this phone for an hour or two today, but the reality is this, guys, guess what? I take C60. I wear my Teslas everywhere I go, except if I'm talking to you, I've got them on. It's the only thing that'll protect you from blue light. When I'm at home working, these don't come off. But I can handle it because I take nutraceuticals and I do things to help to support my brain. You guys, most people don't. You don't wear Teslas. You don't do eye drops, fulvic eye drops. Some people might go and buy toxic ones from the drugstore. Okay, so here's the deal. So when you put Tummy Love in, or you put Black Gold or Black Diamond in, that's humic fulvic. When your liver dumps those toxins into your large intestine, remember something. It's all sucked up into the fulvic. The fulvic sucked it up, okay? The humic balanced the hormones. The humic grabbed onto any virus. You're not absorbing anything. Go do a coffee enema, then do an ultimate coffee enema and tell me the difference. Okay? So that, and with the coffee enema, you never hold it for more than 15 minutes. But understand, if you want to renew your life, you do an ultimate coffee enema every day for 10 days. If you're in trouble, and you know you're in trouble, you do it twice a day for 10 days. Then you might have to do it once a day after that for another 10 days. But all you got to do, guys, you're practitioners, you can call us. But all people ever had to do was just pay $150 for a perfect day consult and have lifetime calling. Seriously. Most people can't even get that through their heads that they will do that. It's hard to get people to like themselves. Forget loving themselves. Okay. So, what did you think of the honey, everyone? There's no better honey in the world. And I've been eating honey all my life. So just know this, we still have honey here. It's coming in as well. It's here? Okay, so those of you who want it, this is the last time we're ordering it. We had 6 boxes of honey we sold already. So if you want it, we just ordered some more, so it's here. But there's no healing honey like this. Go into my library and go watch the Bee Guide and watch why this honey, there's nothing like it. And then the Pure Wave, if it's affordable, you all have that discount. Get yourself a Pure Wave because you'll want to put that under your pillow. Okay, you can put it in your fridge, makes your food last 10, 14 days longer. Okay, if you put a plate of food on top of that Pure Wave, it will decontaminate it up to around 96%. Did you get that? Right? And that happens in 5 to 10 minutes. So that's why when we eat out or travel around, that goes to the restaurant with us. They just put our plate of food right on top of it. Okay? And then don't forget to structure everything. Take a little spray bottle, structure water, and spray everything. All right? Protect yourself. That's what you want to do, right? Okay? Next. Okay, the Avicin. We talked about it already. So the Avicin, you can use it for 15 minutes or go an hour. Okay? I will do it for an hour at a time. And I use it a lot. Okay? And 3 out of 4 times you're going to fall asleep because it puts you in a parasympathetic state. So especially people that have trouble sleeping, people that have any type of illness, remember something, it increases microcirculation by 66%. You'll know it. It doesn't just work for some, it works for everyone. Okay, I can tell you stories, and if we have time, I will. I just won't get into the testimonials right now. But all you do is put your hand in, it vibrates, it heats up. There's heating elements in our hands and our feet. Did you ever notice when your hands got really hot or your feet got really hot for no reason? You are blowing off excess heat in your body. And that's actually thermostats in our feet and hands. So in it too, there's an actual game because the person who developed this actually developed with a computer game in it because he developed it to help his mother and his autistic nephew. So the nephew would put it in, he was autistic, so he wouldn't want to put his hand there. So he actually created this so that it would give him a score on how well He just kept his hand solid, not moving it around. And so that's how he got him to do it. And because with autism, it's all about gut and brain disconnection, right? And that really helped him. And it helped the mother. The mother had lots of trouble. I won't get into all the stories, but you can go, when you go to store.docofdetox.com, you'll see that we have videos. Hey, Dr. Ben, can I call you back? I will call you back in 1 hour. Is that okay? I'm right with the class.
Okay, call me back in an hour because, okay, I'm leaving tomorrow for Malta, but I have taken care of about everything today. And I need to let you know how we're going to work and everything, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye.
So this is all about putting the university together. This is all about the banking. This is about everything, right? You know, in this world, you better think outside the box. Okay? And you better be with people that will think outside the box. And you better be with people that don't bend rules or break rules. You've got to be with people that make rules. Okay? That serve our earth family. That's the only people I'll be with.
Can I add something about the Avison?
Yes.
I get a lot of clients that come from a long drive, 4.5, 5.5, 6 hours.
You want to come here and tell your little story? It only takes a second. Want to sit here? Cheryl, the hostess with the mostest.
So, being the only Wolf non-surgical practitioner in California, Northern California.
Well, that's because California scared them all. You know, most of them now live in Texas, Arizona, and throughout. They all left.
But we're changing that because we're having a workshop out there.
Okay.
Anyway, because I have a lot of clients coming from far away, before I get into actually working on them, I sit them down and we do the Avison. And I stick their hand in there and it completely changes their energy so that I can go in deeper. So when you're buying that Avison, and I use it twice, I mean, just like Daryl, twice a day. I do it in the morning and I do it at night. And it has absolutely changed. I mean, you just want to go, whoosh.
Yeah, it just brings your world back.
Absolutely. That was quick.
It's just a plastic bin. Yeah, you can reuse it. It's only so that you don't tear the cuff with your jewelry and stuff, or your fingernails or anything. I guess it's just okay. All right, next. Bioptron. Bioptron will increase circulation in the microcirculation in the body by 32%. Bioptron with the fluorine lens, which is the same as on here, right? Remember what a fluorine lens does. It takes light, it takes frequency, and it takes it and makes it into a healing frequency, healing light like nothing else on this planet. So I can be looking at blue light, or even at 12 noon and there's radiation coming off the sun. This is going to take all of the frequencies. You know that this actually takes 5G, 4G, even the telephone frequencies that are flying through the air that you can't see. If they hit these glasses, they're not hitting my eyes. They're hitting them differently. Everything is turned into healing. These aren't blue light glasses, guys, where you're trying to slow something down. You've actually flipped the frequency. You flip the blue light into something that actually heals the brain. 95% of all eye disorders are caused right now from blue light. You have never ever heard, I don't care if you're 50 years old or 60 years old or 70 years old, you know that before there was computers, hardly anybody had any eye problems. Yeah, some people said, oh, I needed glasses, but they didn't have macular degeneration, floaters, burning, okay, glaucoma, cataracts. 10,000 kids are diagnosed with cataracts, and none of them needed it. If they had these, that's a guarantee. No cataracts. Wear this, no eye damage. And do you know why your eyes get damaged? Your brain says, look I'm going to put a coating called a cataract across your eye to slow down the blue light. What do you think of that for intelligence? Your brain is trying to protect you because you are actually causing scar tissue, heavy metal poisoning, and inflammation in your brain that it's dangerous. How many people know that after 3 minutes you're causing brain damage looking at a computer? Don't ask yourself why you feel drained. Don't ask yourself why your brain feels burned. You're depressed. You feel dehydrated. Your mouth is burning. Don't ask yourself why your cancer is getting worse. Don't ask yourself why you're inflamed and exhausted. Don't ask yourself why you're not in a good mood, because you've been blue light poisoned. And understand this. And remember my one-a-day this morning when I just went off? Well, guess what? These psychos could have used Scalar, Tesla, and they could have made our phones, our lights, our computers, everything giving off frequencies like Rife that would heal us. And they are using these things to actually bring us down, take us down. So take it or leave it, you know. And then the moron parents out there, don't tell me. You go to any restaurant where there's a child that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, iPad or phone right in their face, and their brain is still trying to come together, still trying to develop. They're gone. They're messed. There will be so much trouble coming here. It is a tsunami. Let me tell you something. You don't even want to know about the business that you have. You're going to find out. You're going to have too much. So you need to specialize, and then you need to know this. You do not go out trying to save the world. The world doesn't need saving. Okay? You need to have people come to you that you can teach, that will listen about this, that will understand that food combining matters, that eating fresh food matters, that loving and caring for yourself matters. Focus on those people. Do not focus on the sick people, because you'll get in trouble. Because people will say, look at that. After they got done at the hospital, they go and they try to take the last bit of money they got. And that's what it's all about. It's a big setup. You think I'm kidding? So try to do this. I don't want anybody here going out and trying to go, wow, she doesn't believe in anything I do. Just think if I could get her to believe in me and then I healed her, then I would be worth something. People would then listen and respect me. You go out there with that attitude and you will get slapped in the face so hard. You know what? Oh, wow. That guy doesn't want to buy a car? I want to try to talk him into buying a car. That's how logical you are. Have respect for yourself. And make sure that you want people that want to learn how to respect themselves. That's how this works. Don't let poverty consciousness, and don't be doing this for the money. And I promise you, if you do it with your heart, you'll never think of the money again. And they only got you thinking of the money because you don't have enough value yet. Find your gift and you'll have your value. Yes?
The different colors for the Biotron, can you go over that?
The different colors, well, it's color therapy, you know.
So how would you use
Yeah, I know, but now they all come with a fluorine light. And I'd rather that you just did the fluorine light and that you were actually going to do other things with them. If you want to get into color therapy, that's because you love it. And does it work? Yes, it does. But the fluorine light, I mean, that goes right to the bone. The fluorine light, the frequency that comes off of there is unbelievable. You know, this is what they use in after surgery in, I don't know, something like 4,000 plastic surgery clinics throughout Europe. They use this light because of that, because it heals.
Different colors, different places, or
yes, you would, and for different times and different reasons. It's the same as the essential oils. It's the same as herbs. You know, color therapy is the same. And guess what? If you go into the library and you go into the energy medicine guide, I've got a book in there, and it tells you how to use the different colors. This one for 3 minutes, this one for 4 minutes. Okay.
And yesterday, I know you haven't come up on it yet, but you had the air purifier, the Biotron air purifier. I couldn't find it on your store or
they're just putting the information up there. First of all, we had to use it to make sure that it was as good as they said. Okay, so it'll be up on my store. The Biotron air purifier will be there. Okay? I'll actually talk to Gaston today. Okay? And just know this, with the Biotron air purifier, with the Biotron light and the Avicin, you guys all have a big discount, okay? All right? All right, because you're practitioners. And we want to get you using this so you can see the power of it. Okay, so you can talk to us about that if you want. And there's the fluorine lens, and it's the same as what's here. All right? So understand something. There is no frequency that is going to come and harm my eyes. There is no light that's going to harm my eyes. And this is C60. The C60 molecule is actually imprinted in here. Okay? So the same C60 that you drink. And we all know this because there's enough out there about it. C60 will neutralize this. So what do you think this, having C60 fluorine in it, what will that do for the brain? Everything is frequency. Use your head. Use your head. What would that do for somebody who has so many symptoms from this? Okay? Use your imagination.
So is that a separate lens you have to buy?
No, it comes with the Biotron. I was just showing it to you. It never used to, and then the price never went up and they changed it because we were after them. Why would you just have a full spectrum light? Why wouldn't you just give people the fluorine and make them buy it? Why do you make them buy it? Why aren't you just giving it to them? Anyways, now they do. Okay? There you go. C60 Tesla Hyperlight Eyewear. Take a look on our website. You got to get a pair, guys. I kid you not. You'll never look back. What?
Hey, Doc, do you have, is there a possibility to actually get prescription with that?
Lori wears them all the time. She'll be in here at noon. So here's the deal. You can go on, you can buy the glasses, and then the Tesla fluorine, they're magnet. So they stick right to the glasses, and you can get your prescription built right in.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay?
Are they going to replace some of the ones that they were out of stock on? The brown lens frames? There's a couple of frames that are out of stock.
You know what? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. And I mean this in the nicest way. I don't know if I can be nice. Some companies are too big. They don't take any advice. Okay? All right. Smart Guard. So just know this, it's inexpensive. You see that little white disc? You put it on your phone. It creates white noise. It is actually the only true phone device I've ever seen that actually has any studies that back it works. Okay? And it works. All right? Everybody should have one on your phone. They're inexpensive. All right? Here. Okay. This is real special. Nobody has this. And I mean nobody has this. Well, there's a lot of things we have that people don't have. All right? And this is really special. So, vitamin D light. Okay, it's about 5 feet tall. You see it? But with that vitamin D light, what we do is we get Italian crystal. We get it shipped to China. They make it into crystal plates. And I'm going to tell you a story. This is a true story. When you put the crystal plates in front of the vitamin D, you have one of the most powerful healing devices in the world. You're getting all the vitamin D you need, and nobody gets all the vitamin D they need pretty well, unless you live down on the equator. Okay, so just know that. We're illusional when we believe that because it's sunny, we're getting vitamin D. Canada, most parts of Canada get vitamin D for 2 weeks of the year. Okay, that's why the higher you go up, the more indication of cancer. It's not because they eat worse, they don't. Okay, it's just less vitamin D. Now, the vitamin D on here is pure vitamin D bulbs. You put the crystal in front, now you've got crystalline vitamin D. A friend of mine, and his name is Bob Connolly, he had a vitamin D light. He put the crystals in. He only put them halfway up. And he did that for 3 months, and he was doing the light therapy and just for 3 months. And guess what he found? The bottom of his body became muscular. and toned like he worked out. And the top part was like he was. Okay? And he said, wow, he could even lift up his partner. He could lift her up. He could never lift her up. So everything is frequency and everything is energy. Now, what we did was, when I was in Mexico, okay, everything is difficult now. It's just difficult. When I was in Mexico, people said, oh my God, we want the crystals because we heard about them. We heard about this person, that person. And I said, well, we stopped ordering them because it's a lot of work. You got to get the crystals. You got to ship the crystals. They got to be packed right. You don't want to have to break them. Then they get made. They get made in China. Then they got to ship here. Well, guess what? We ordered our crystals for this vitamin D light. And we told everybody the price. Like everything from COVID. See what happens when you sneeze? The price goes up. Anyways, the price went up and we had to order 60 sets. Okay. So we have 30 sets sold. When these are gone, this is not a sales pitch. You're never going to hear me talk about them again because the money's not there to even do it, and it's a lot of work. But if anybody's interested, they're going to have to let me know because those crystal panels, I am not doing it again. Okay? I'm not. But it is amazing, and you can call some of the practitioners that have them, and they'll tell you what it can do. So understand, do you know who invented that? Tesla. He invented it. He also said, if you look in your book, you'll see it. He said that if we were to make all the glass windows in our house crystal panels, no one would ever be sick. There'd be no sickness ever again.
So if I wanted to do Emma in front of that, how would I do it?
Well, you just do it.
Just hold them?
Yeah, you just hold them. That's it. That's it. That's it. But you understand, they believe that we're going to go from carbon to crystalline. I don't know when that'll happen, how many thousands of years. But the reality is that's what we're... Crystalline is way higher than carbon. Okay? And that's why the healing is so powerful. So we have ours, so we come right out of the shower, we do it. We just do it. You do it every day. And whether you believe this or not, when I'm living in Mexico, I'll still be doing it. I'll still do my crystalline vitamin D every day. Everybody get this? Vitamin D is not a vitamin. It's a hormone regulator, immune modulator. That's what it does. Vitamin D is inexpensive to take, and people don't get it. But if they're only taking, like what they say, 800, they're not even coming close to what you need. It's so ridiculous. You need to know that anything the government tells you is not true. Okay, look at, did anybody ever take a look at the health ministers in every country? Okay. Monsters? They're monsters. They know nothing about health. Go and take a look at their cupboard. Go take a look at them. Go take a look at them emotionally and mentally. So we're trying to set a new standard of health, that you're psychotic, neurotic, and sick. And that's where we're going. You can program anyone to eat anything, drink anything, do anything. They've proven that, haven't they?
Yeah.
All right. That ends today, right? We're taking our lives back. We're not scared of them anymore. Who are they? Who are they? I'm not upset. I'm just trying to tell people that, you know what, it gets difficult, okay, taking the phone calls I take every day sometimes, okay? All right?
They're driven by fear and they just give that fear.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so these are called life crystals, all right? This is radionics, if you don't know what it is. We have them for the house. We have them for the schools, the churches. You have them for your body, okay? They'll do up to 50 acres, okay? Whether you're talking about a 50-acre building or whether you're talking about a 50-acre garden, okay? And they work. All I can tell you is everything works. Everything is energy. They never, ever wear out. And let's say there's a new situation out there they will create a frequency, and it goes into all the crystals around everybody's neck or in everybody's home, everybody's school, everybody's church, and it's continuous, 24/7. So it's not like they wear out. Everybody gets any new programs on what's going on. And they truly work. Try them, you'll see. You'll notice the first thing is your skin. Your skin clears up, okay? And you'll notice that you're sleeping better, okay? You notice that you're calmer, all right? And then this one here, my brother will be coming on tomorrow, Dr. Marcel Wolf. Wait, here it is. Yeah, and this one here, I use this one, and I really, because we are now dealing with 6G, and we're going to go all the way to 10G, okay? Once we get to 10G, and they start doing the pulsating magnet frequency that they're going to start, that's when you're going to see a lot of trouble coming. This one here is aggressive. This is, two brothers, took them 32 years to do this, to put this together, okay? All right? And he'll be talking about this. Well, he'll talk about this on Wednesday. No. You'll see. It's going to blink in a second. It blinks every 16 seconds. So we will be getting into detail about this. I don't want to do it right now. Okay? And where this one here is like, this one here is like $1,300. Well, yeah, but I wouldn't go anywhere without it. Okay? Only because I fly a lot. And also, I'm going into places like airports. And airports have the highest, and hospitals and government offices are the worst places to be, okay? Because everything's an experiment, right? So this one's more than enough when I'm in Mexico. But, okay, when I'm in any larger cities, because you have to understand something, and you better get this. The guy, Tesla, who's trying to bring out the Tesla cars, okay, he's not your friend, okay? All right, anybody buys a Tesla car, you just got sucker punched because they can turn it off. You know, they can say, you live here, you're not going any further, okay? So just know that. That's, what was I going to say? That same person, okay, is putting satellites all around the world up in the sky, and it's not his money. Just know that, okay? He's back to be psycho, okay? So, and understand, those satellites are not going to be pointed at Zihuatanejo on the mountain where I'm going to live. They're going to be pointed, the bigger the city, the more 5G to 10G you're going to get flashed at you 24/7. Anybody that says, I love the city, well, you'll find out how that's going to work, okay? And the cities were just meant to corral everyone so that when they want to take us and do whatever they want to us. Find out what New York's like right now. I talk to people all the time from there, and people just, they can't believe what life has become. The bigger the city, the more congestion, the more you're going to get targeted, and it's easy to get you. I mean, these people are so lazy. If you live out in the country, shall we go out to the country and find out if they're wearing their mask? Oh, really? How far is it? Oh, it's a mile. Oh, I don't think so. No, we can get them right here. Like I said this morning, you know what? Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Dentists are henchmen. Medical system is a henchman. Government are henchmen. Police, not all of them. There's good guys, bad guys. Military can be the henchmen. Do you understand? Does anybody know why they made their move right now? Because they're in control of everything. When they did the whole political thing and right in front of everyone and put somebody in power that never was supposed to be, and nothing ever really came from it, they knew that, guess what? The low-hanging fruit. Let's go pick it. All right, next. Cardio med bed. Okay. So the cardio med bed, and can you go to the next one?
Yes.
No. Okay, wait. Well, this is what we have in our clinic, and we also sell these. These are the two strongest infrared you'll ever get. The one there is the infrared seat. That will go up 10 inches into your spinal fluid. It will radiate infrared into every organ in your pelvis. It will come up as high as your floating ribs, and it will put more information into your, it shines the light right up your, yeah. And yeah, we just sold like about, between the two of them, we sold like about 8 of them just to Australia when we did our lecture there. But these are great for your clinic, okay? The one is, of course, you see it's a seat, and then the other one, you can put it on any part of the body. This is the strongest infrared. I can give you the information if you're interested. This gentleman makes the best in the world, okay? And you guys will get a discount because you're practitioners, okay? I will do that later. Yes, I do. But we'll do it later, okay?
I went back to cardio.
Yeah, the cardio med bed, and then go to the cell sonic. So that these two things make up what I call a power pack. The cardio med bed, okay, if somebody has perfect circulation, what do they got? Perfect health. The cardio med bed will do it. The cardio med bed, okay, is the strongest exercise you'll ever do. Running, swimming, jumping, whatever, the gym, nothing will touch this. And all you got to do is lay there. What we do is people will come in, we put the cardio med bed pads on the lower legs, upper legs, and around the pelvic area. What happens is, this is a very sophisticated computer. In between the heartbeat, those pads will contract, and it will push 60% of your blood supply above, into your core, into your upper body, and into your head. And then when the heart beats, it relaxes and it all floods back. Do you know how powerful that is? Well, we can get somebody with a 92% heart blockage, which is huge, huge. And in 37 hours, 35 to 37 hours, they have a brand new set of arteries, even if they didn't change their diet, even if they didn't take any of our products. But of course, people take our products, they do our diet, they do the exercise, they do the detox. You should see how fast we turn people around. Prostate problem, 4 treatments. Will bring down the problem. It may not reverse it, but it'll bring down the pain, the suffering. They'll understand it's all about circulation. They'll get more involved, right? Because when you're in really bad pain, you can't think. Okay, so impotence, 3 to 5 treatments. Okay, neuropathy. I don't care. Breathing problems. Guys, it's everything. Everything is about circulation. So when they're on this, they put their hand in the Avicen. We have the light, the Biotron light on them, and then they have the pulse on their finger, and they just lay there for an hour. And you want to see the miracles happen. Remember something. Every place where there's perfect circulation, there's no pain, there's no swelling, there's no stiffness, okay? Did you get that? There's no dis-ease. You are at ease. Perfect circulation gives you perfect health. So that we will have a show Wednesday, 4 o'clock. I'm bringing on the inventor, Dr. Haig of the Cellsonic. So, and then we'll bring on 4 or 5 people that own a cardio med bed or a Cellsonic or both, and then they'll be talking about it. Now, you guys don't have to own these things to be successful. Diet, nutrition, detox, exercise, okay, the non-surgical. You've got so many tools. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take the two most, they are the 2 most powerful things. The Cellsonic, if you can go to that picture, the Cellsonic gives 25,000 volts in a field harmonic. Do you understand? It has the power of 25,000 volts, but not where it will electrocute you or burn you or stroke you out. It comes into the field. Okay, it will shut down stage 4 inflammation. It will decalcify the mitochondria so that they can spin again, so you can make the ATP to make the energy to heal again. Okay, it will actually go in with beef jerky scar tissue, which is what everybody has when they feel they're getting older or when they have an illness, and it will create an electrical current that helps to bring that back. And especially, all we got to do is, you've been here, right? Have you seen it? People calcified, tons of scar tissue. They'll get a few hundred pulses of the Cellsonic, and it goes in and it melts like butter. Fibroids melting like butter under our elbows. Seriously, this is why I do this. I want to show, okay, that we've been screwed over. That you don't have to have screws, bolts, plates, rods, mesh, okay, stents. But you do whatever you want, but just know this, I have never went for any type of test since I was 17 years old. I am the test. You should become the test. You should know that that which created you made a miracle. That's what you should know. So that's why we do the show called the Power Pack Show. We do it every 2 weeks. And anybody that ends up getting a Cellsonic, you know, there's about 3 dealers in the world. I'm the only dealer that I give a $9,000 training with it. So nobody can tell me who I am or what I am.
And full support after you have
And full support. And I make sure that I send you, did I send you tons of people?
Yes, you do.
Are we paying that thing off fast?
Yes, we are.
That's right. And I do that for everyone. Whether you get a cardio bed, Cellsonic, doesn't matter. I'm there for you. I'll come and I'll lecture for you. I'll come on and do everything for you. Understand something. I am responsible for your success because I'm your teacher until you no longer need me. It only starts when, you know what? The more massive action you take for yourself, the more I will do it for you. And that's not, you got to buy something from me. I got to see you. You're on the meetings. You're calling me all the time with questions. I'm putting time into you. And then what people say because they don't have enough love or care for themselves or they don't want success, I didn't want to bother you. What a pile of crap. I have told you a million times, if the phone doesn't ring, if I don't hear you calling me, I forget you. Because you've forgotten you a long time ago. If you actually want to be a practitioner, you will be successful under this. You need to demand it. I mean, you've been around long enough, Debbie. Have I dropped the ball, Dana? Do I drop the ball on anyone?
No.
No, I won't. I won't do it. I won't do it. Yeah. I am the threat. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to go in with my heart. Because every one of you deserve to be successful. You need the feeling of success on every level. Financial, health, and especially your love. Do you follow through for you? What's your reputation with you? Would you even hang around with you? You should be your best friend. Forever. You're never going to be this girl again. So you better enjoy it. You'll become something else. So let's enjoy this eternal ride. I'm going to. Here's just a schedule of our live trainings. Guys, this is how many trainings we have for you that you do not have to pay 1 penny for. You do get that, right? And there's people in here that are back for their second time. I've never seen them on a training. When it becomes a priority, you'll be there.
I mean, I've put you on, I don't know, if not where you can see me, because I'm at work.
It's okay, I'm not upset today at you.
Where you looked at me.
Oh. He looks at everybody.
I know.
There's no judgment. You know what? All I'm trying to tell you is this. If you follow through, I can follow through. If you're not there, what can I do for you?
So today's Tuesday.
Daryl, I need this now. Okay, let's do this.
Today's Tuesday, 7 o'clock tonight. Is it 7 tonight?
Yes.
7 o'clock tonight is all the practitioner meeting.
Yes.
It's the practitioner meeting tonight. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No. Practitioner meeting is at 1 o'clock today. I changed it. Did you not get the email?
I probably did, but I haven't even checked my emails.
You see that? That's it. I've had enough of you. It's at 1 o'clock today. So 1 o'clock today, we're going to go live with a bunch, about probably another 100 practitioners or so.
Okay.
Okay? All right? What time's it now?
It is 12:30.
What?
11:30. 11:30.
Oh, you
sorry.
better watch it, because I'll tell you, if you would have blown that one, holy
Oh, no.
smokes.
I'm
Can we go to
on
the
it.
next slide?
Yes, I did. I can.
Yep, 1 p.m.
Okay. Guys, really think about this, please. If you're going to be in business, if you don't say, I'm going to do it next month or in 6 months, get your website built right now. It takes months to build it. For most of you, do you know why it takes months? Because you're scared to be successful. Did you know that if you called Gaston right now and said you wanted a website, and you're going to pay a whopping $2,250, eh? Really? And that's for the store, the library, and everything you want on it. Everything. Everything that we do, everything we've taught you. If you have other skills or other products, tell them. You'll put it on it. We don't want you to be us. We don't need another Daryl. You need to be authentic. You need to put on what you want. You need to become what you need to become. We just want to give you a launch pad. Call him up and then go, guess what? If you were to work with him and do what he asked you, step 1, step 2, step 3, you would have your website in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You want it up there. It takes at least 6 months to 8 months for the spiders to find it. For people when they search non-surgical in your area, for it to even to come up. And understand something. You guys get wholesale. All you got to do is send them to the website and say, here, or go purchase on my website. And your website, the store, it looks like it's your store. It looks like it's your library. I hope you're getting this. And the reality is this. We give you a link that you can give people, but usually they're too lazy. They won't put the link in. And then I get all the money. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do you know how long it takes? Do you guys have a website, the two of you, yet?
Not yet.
Really? You think you could maybe do something? Seriously? No, but you know what? I am not trying to embarrass them. I'm trying to tell them that everybody's been programmed from kindergarten to grade 12 to believe that you can't become successful. That's what, that whole 12 years was to do this. Who would actually not want to pay $22.50 when the website is worth $7,000 if you had to go to someone who wanted to profit off of you? I don't really get it. You know, we will do absolutely everything we can for you, but it's a real struggle. It's a real struggle. Do you guys practice? Really? Do you even have a card? Oh, la, la. Okay, first of all, I'm a kind of guy that takes massive action. If I see something that's going to enhance my life or the life of my practitioners, I just do it. I just do it. I told you the story about this morning how we paid $120,000 and then we had to pay $20,000 more for this app, and I lost it all because I trusted 2 people. So now I had to repay it. What are you willing to do? This is exactly what I talked about this morning. Are you two done being scared?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, you're just starting. You're just starting. You're lucky you didn't get, it was Thanksgiving in Canada. You're lucky you weren't there. You would have got plucked. Okay.
I love you, Daryl.
I love you too.
Yeah, we're gonna rock it, man.
Just claim it. Claim. Go take a look at the websites we've made here for people.
Yeah, they're beautiful. You need to go on ours.
Jeez, guys. Yeah.
Our email says that your brother's speaking today at 1 o'clock.
That's nice. He can't. I'm doing a Q&A. He's my brother. He knows I'll mess him up. No, we'll bring Marcel on tomorrow at 1, okay? And you're going to love him. And you're going to love his information. Okay? My brother, there's only 2 people with his training in EMF, blue light, and frequency, and the healing of frequencies There's only 2 people in Canada like him. There might be 20 in the whole of North America that have his training. Yeah. Yeah, you're in for a treat. Okay. Okay, oh, we don't need to do this. Okay, we're done. We'll go to the end, would you? This is all about building. Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, this is, keep going. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Why don't we end it with this? We'll take lunch. Okay. So here we go. Can we say it together? Yes. Okay, ready? Okay, hold on. Yeah, people can see it. Okay, maybe those at home would like to see it. Maybe they don't. And if they don't, they can always jump off. Okay. There you go. All right, ready? Who wants to lead it?
I'll lead it.
Debbie, you lead it.
Ready?
I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself, first and foremost, before anyone else or anything else. So help me God, because I am loved, I am healed, I am Braveheart.
So understand something, everyone. Don't say anything that doesn't empower you. Change it. Make it yours. But until you can say this off by heart and you mean it, don't change it. Your subconscious will have you change it because it threatens it.
That's what I did.
What?
I did it too early. I changed it too early. I heard you say change it, but I didn't understand what you were saying.
Well, I did. I said don't change it.
Until after you get
I said
down.
don't change anything that you've learned here for 9 months.
Yeah, so I didn't understand.
Get a really strong foundation, and then go and blow my work up and do better.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
I didn't get the 9 months.
Well, you know what? It takes 9 months to birth the authentic you. That's all.
That makes sense.
All right. Thank you. Everybody enjoy your lunch.
What time back, Doug?
What time is it?
It's 11:33.
11:33. If everybody could be back here by 10:02, how's that? That's a nice long lunch, eh?
Yes.
10:02.
Your red phone's right
Thank you,
there.
everyone.